Hey everyone, how are you doing? So we're going to do what we usually do on the live finals. I'm going to come back in and talk in the break times. We can discuss what has been going on. Anyway, it's just started, so I'm going to jump off and I will be back in a minute. Hello. Hello, everyone. How are we doing? How are we doing? Let's put a bit of lipstick on. I just thought, gotta make a bit of an effort. It's the final. Lights, lights, lights. Okay. Interesting so far. Thomas and Adrian just rocking up, best buds. I mean, do we believe it? Let's just go with it. Let's just go with it. And then we've got George and April tuning in. They're rocking up as if everything is great. We're so confused though, because right, all of us on the outside are very much like, but we've heard you've been arrested and we all this drama. I want to know when this reunion happened. We know it happened 3 weeks after they separated, but when did it happen? And how come they're, I don't know. It feels like a little bit too good to be true. Does anybody else think that? I'm interested tomorrow when they sit down in front of the experts how it's all going to pan out, because I'm not so sure. It feels a bit too good to be true. Too good to be true. And now we've just seen Whitney walk in by herself. Just make sure I don't miss the next bit. But yeah, Whitney's walked in by herself. Are we surprised? I mean, maybe he's at work. Maybe he had a few hairdos to do and he's not managed to come back in yet. I had, by the way, I had hoped to be in a whole, like a nice little setup next door, but maybe for tomorrow night's when I'll have a nice setup. Makeup will be finished. My makeup will be finished. Give me a bit of a cheek, a bit of a cheek. This has seemed like it's all a bit too good. I don't believe April and George are that, like, getting on that well. Let's see what happens tomorrow. Let's see what happens later on. I mean, they've just all arrived in. No one's drunk any alcohol yet. But if you're wanting me to show the live show, I can't do that because I normally would turn my camera towards the screen, but I'm in my bedroom and I'm not able to do that next door. But maybe for tomorrow night's one, I will do that and then risk getting thrown off of YouTube. But it's fine. We'll just not monetize. So that's for Casey Lee. I promise I will do that. Yeah, I think it's coming back on now. Oh, no, it's not coming back on now. I'm really interested to see what Whitney's got to say about Matt, what's happened. And I wonder if she's going to tell us all now or wait till Matt comes in, or is she just going to play it all nice and cool? Because I am surprised. Because just like Adrian just said, and Thomas just said, even though we said quite snidely, and this probably is quite snidey, but I'm interested to see if they are together or not. I thought they would show face. Like, let's be honest, I thought they would. Oh, I love this show so much. First time watching the UK one the whole way through, and I'm into it. I'm into it. It's not as spicy as other shows, but we'll get there in the end. Is it back on yet? No, it's not. So let me know in the comments, who do you want to win? No, it's not a competition. Who do you want to stay together? Who do you think should stay together? Who do you think is all fake? Who do you think... Oh, I think it's coming back on now. I'll see you on the next break. Be good. If you can't be good, be kind. I mean, it's hard, isn't it? Oh my God, they're showing an ad for... It's my favorite program? Modern Family. Modern Family, I love it. All right, I'll see you at the next break. What has happened to all of these couples? Okay, Jordan and Shanita, what the hell? I cannot. I am gutted. I mean, look, did I or did I not kind of predict this last week when I was kind of like, there's stuff going on for him that he needs to, like, get through. He's obviously very insecure. He's obviously got lots of things going on for himself that he's not able to just let go and be in this relationship. And she's obviously so strong-minded and strong-willed that she's just ready just to go for stuff. He also just can't take it. And I am loving that Duke is just moving on in there as if he can. As if he can. The respect. The respect. I am shocked. I am shocked. I cannot believe it. Now, Matt's just walked in. Obviously, I feel Gemma's going to kick off at some point because she's got to get her moment. And to be honest with you, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I'm interested to see then how Whitney and Matt, what Whitney and Matt are going to say to each other. I'm quite gutted for them because I thought, like Adrian said, they'd at least come in to show face because it caused so much drama. But then they weren't scientifically matched, so there you go. I suppose, long distance, 3 hours away from each other is quite a lot. What are we all thinking about Shanita and Jordan? I literally cannot believe it. Literally, I am so gutted for them. I do think, though, that they probably will get back together, though. Like, I've got a feeling that this may actually be the part where they get back together. I would hope so, right? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. And then we saw, oh my God, I've forgotten his name already. I always do this, don't I? La, 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 la. I'm looking up. I'm coming in. The rock star. What was his name? I can't remember his name. But the rock star. He's back in. It's quite nice to see it. I've forgotten about all these couples. Jess and PJ. I do. Do you know what? Duke is fun, right? Duke is fun. But how good did Keisha look? Oh, that I didn't rub that bit of my face in, did I not? Gonna blend that in. Keisha looked absolutely fire. It's interesting, isn't it? I wonder, do they all not text each other? Because I would assume that as soon as they're finished, they've got a group going and they're chatting to each other. Maybe not a group, maybe two groups are going, WhatsApp groups, and they're chatting to each other. They all seem genuinely surprised. I wonder if there's a part of the contract where they're all supposed to be like, do not talk to each other as couples, because for the filming, we want it to look really real. Because I think they've only been apart 3 weeks. Like, it's not even that long, I mean. I'm just going to look at my notes to find that. What's his name? The rock star's name? Richie and Lara. That's right, Richie and Lara. Yeah. Oh wait, are they back on? No. As I said, tomorrow I will probably turn my camera towards the screen so we can watch it together. But let's see. Let's see how we go. I'm so confused as to why Shanita and Jordan aren't together. It's so sad. I find it so sad because they were the ones that we were all like, okay, they're the people we need to be, but now they're the people we need to be most like. Okay, it's back on. I will see you in a minute. Goodbye. I'm just like, Shanita, don't say too much that you can't take back, because his whole thing is that he always feels like he's not enough, but then he's got to be enough at some point. And if she keeps saying, "Oh, maturity wise, you're not ready for this," I'm worried she's going to say too much, and then they can't go back. But then, if they're not ready for each other, then they're not right for each other. That's okay. 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 Poor Matt's going through a hard time right now, but also the chat he had with Duca was really, quite like, Matt's coming in quite sound. He's obviously having a really real shift in his life right now, so he's seeing a different perspective on things. But I do feel for him. I feel like I can't be mean because he's going through a hard time. So that's bad. But I also feel for him because it feels like him and Whitney, there's definitely so much chemistry there for them. I feel for him. I feel for them all. Oh, I just really want them to all just, get on. I just love love. Why can't they just all be happy? It's so very sad. Sorry, I'm just getting myself back here. I think my lazy eye is back again, isn't it? I'm very shiny. Anyway, I'm devastated. Oh my god, bad signal, I think. Bad signal. Oh, bad signal's back. I'm devastated about Shanita and Jordan. But she looks so hot, and I'm really glad that she's speaking her truth right now, because he needs to hear it, obviously. And she's right. Why, if he wasn't that sure about her, why didn't he bring her through? But I think he's the kind of person that, unless, like, I'm not an expert, but unless he fucking breaks down that whatever barrier he's got up, he's never going to be able to, really give into a relationship and really be himself and let somebody in. I know that sounds so kumbaya, my lord, kumbaya, but I'm speaking the truth. He's literally acting. He needs to. He needs to. Oh, I nearly said man up. He needs to just like adult up to what is in front of him and accept it or not accept it. And this whole thing of, oh, I'm just not sure if I'm in love. Oh my god, love is not, fireworks and roller coasters. Love is mundane and everyday and hard and light and dark, and it's everything. Like, you don't not going to get love and it be simples. I think that's what he's thinking he's going to get, and so Shanita's right. He's not ready for it. God, I'm also very passionate about Shanita and poor Jordan. Also, can we notice how Thomas has not kicked off yet? Gemma has not kicked off yet. Is that to come? Duke and Matt's combo was quite sweet though, and I like Duke a lot. I want to see more about PJ and Jess. I want to see how they're getting on. We're not seeing much of April and George either. I'm still find that too fishy. If it's too fishy for me, I don't see how it's working. Anyway, we'll see. Obviously, there's stuff that's happened since the series. It's weird though. You'd think that, or maybe we're not seeing much of them. Well, let's see at the end of the show. Have we seen much of George and April? Because I suppose they can't cut them out of this show, but they could. Or if he's really being arrested for the things that the tabloids are saying he's been arrested for, then it feels like Channel 4 need to put up a little bit of a statement saying, we're not commenting on this, or we're not talking about this. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I'm interested to see how it moves on. I'm interested to see when they get in front of the experts tomorrow, how that's going to go down. Yeah. Oh, if we're watching on 4OD, it's saying something weird is happening. It's saying program will be. Oh, it's going back on now in a second. It was saying program will continue in a moment. And I was like, what's happened? Yeah, I'm interested to see how the George thing pans out. Also, I need to hear more about Keisha. Okay, I'm going to speak later. They're coming back on. Goodbye. I could be an expert. That's literally what I just said. Commitment dishes. Bam. Kwame, settle down. Let Keisha speak. It's so I'm so intrigued now to find out what really happened. Like we all know what happened, right? She was just on a night out, she was doing her thing, she was single, she was this, she was that, but she was just speaking, she was just having fun, I thought, with the girls. I know, but also we also know Kwame made her work way too hard. She made Keisha is incredible, like deserves the world, and Kwame was just not giving it. And the whole part of him, not showing his full self. Like you also got respect people, national TV not wanting to show certain parts of their lives on TV. I think that should be allowed. But, maybe he could have told her off camera, certain reasons. I don't know. I'm intrigued now when we get back to see what has happened. Thank God, a little bit of more of an interesting quarter of the show there. When George and April are talking to each other, like George just always looks like he's gonna cry. It's interesting seeing the experts be so gushy over how the two of them are responding when it pretty much makes the rest of us feel a bit icky. That's really mean of me, okay? But no, they're on national TV. I'm commenting. I know it's a bit mean, but like I find it all a bit odd. Like I just don't. I find maybe it's just because the kind of person I would. Do you know what? It's me, because the person I would go for if they were that. I couldn't get with someone because I think maybe it's because I'm so insecure. Am I insecure? I don't know, but like having someone who needs that reassurance all the time, like Jordan and George, basically, that reassurance all the time would drive me wild. I wouldn't be able to handle it. I need someone who's don't have to be so sure of themselves all the time. Like we're a partnership, we can make things work. But if I've got to make sure that you're feeling confident and secure, like all of the time, no, I would not be doing. I couldn't be part of that. So I suppose my reaction is my own personal. I can empathize, I suppose, a little bit, and I suppose he's obviously been through lots. He's had, he's a long-term relationship, 4 kids, and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I find it all a bit much. I find it all a bit much. I'm just gonna keep an eye that make sure I'm not missing it coming back on. And April get like how Shanita and how April spoke to Jordan and George, packaging up the feelings, being really succinct, and you could obviously the experts were really impressed by how they did that, and I was too. I was like, okay, like I'm not your past, I'm your future. Oh my god, put that on a card, get that on a t-shirt. I'm not your past, I'm your future. Yeah, I suppose it's Primark are really going to pick up on that, aren't they? It's not Love Island. Um, Also Thomas being, so olive branchy. I'm just like, what is going on? You'd one job, Thomas. That was to cause drama tonight. But it looks like Kwame and Keisha are about to do all of that. So I think we're gonna be okay. Um, I feel so sad for Whitney and Matt. I always liked Whitney. Like, there's something about her. Like, do you know? Here, isn't this funny? I'm such like an opposite misogynist because with Whitney, I'm like, Matt, fight for her. But if any of the girls did that, see, I'm a really bad person because I'm wanting Matt to fight for Whitney. But yeah, if I was seeing April or Shanita being, fighting for giving uh George and Jordan what they needed, I'd be like, oh God, that's so gross. Yeah, I'm just a reverse misogynist. Ugh, I hate myself. Right, I need to check myself on that. Ooh, I think it's coming back on, is it? We've got a weird. Oh yeah, it's coming back on. Right, I'll see you after the show. I think it's the last bit on now. Bye. Oh my gosh, tomorrow's episode. I cannot wait. I mean, look, I'm being egging this up a bit much. I don't really find this series has been, you know, that juicy. I don't know, maybe it's the layout. Maybe it's like they could have done it all in like 2 weeks, all of this, so it's a lot. Um, okay, everything I was saying nice about Matt in the first part of this live, I take back because Matt, I mean, Gemma did take his words and slung them around, threw them up, brought them back down, and added bitch on the end there because he did not say fake bitch. We do know that. But I don't see how Sophie, you know the kind of person Sophie is. There's no way she's been fake, like she's acting any different. Like, lols. I find it too much. I just find it too much. Matt, like, I was actually feeling every time I go to feel bad for him, or I go to think, oh, I want, good things to happen for him. He does something really horrible, and like just even all he had to do was be like, Gemma, I didn't say that. This is what I said. Or Sophie, come here. I will let you know this is what I said. Don't just shout it out. And then when she comes back in, he's there smiling because he's embarrassed. Like, I just don't know. I don't know. And what did I say, friends? Wasn't I talk? I got bad signal. I do apologize. Signal come back. What did I say about Jordan and his commitment issues? Like, he's got something that he just can't fully let go of to let himself be in this relationship. And it's really sad. It's really fucking sad. Do we put in the comments? Do we think Shanita and Jordan are going to make it back together again? What do you think? What do we think? Will, like, they're ended on Jordan. Do you think you can do this relationship, like come back and sort of give this relationship a go? But why aren't they asking her? Like, does she want to give it a go? Because, he's obviously been the one who's had the doubts. Why would someone like Shanita want to be with someone who's got doubts? Like, I want to hear from her. God, I'm really annoying. As I said before, I'm always for the women and going for the women. It's really bad. I feel bad for everyone. Although there was some that, like, I was on PJ's side. I want to hear more about PJ. See how they're getting on. I mean, obviously they're not together, but I don't know. I really don't know. Also, Thomas, when Thomas is apologizing, he never really apologizes. It's always like, if I made you feel like that, it's not like, I'm sorry for making you feel like this. Of all the people, he's really not learned much at all. I mean, he's pretending he has, but he really hasn't. Oh, the golden couple. I love how that even the show are calling them the golden couple. Shouldn't have favorites. They should not have favorites. Like, I think they should be working with Matt and Whitney to see if they shouldn't really be working with Matt and Whitney because they weren't a real couple. I'm gonna yawn. As in, they weren't scientifically matched. I couldn't believe, like, Whitney talking about why they broke up. I know, I just feel bad. Why do I feel bad? But maybe she's lucky not to be with someone like Matt. Oh, is my eye gone in a bit? I don't know. Ooh, lights shining. Well, my friends, tomorrow I will see you for the last ever episode of this year's series. I look forward to seeing you. If you're new here, please subscribe, give this video a like. I've only got a few likes and someone's already unliked it. And that's okay, because maybe you came here expecting me to be showing you the live video and I'm not doing that. But tomorrow maybe I can, like, put the camera towards the TV. But it's just that I'm in a different room today. Anyway, I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a lovely rest of your night, and I'll see you later. Goodbye. Don't forget to comment and subscribe and like the video.